Hi race fans. Poverty Hollow is going to do something a little different today. And that is, I'm actually going to have content where you can hear my voice and maybe some of the stuff in the background. Instead of, playing hard rock music and so forth like that. After today's shout out by Chaos Canyon, and I do want to thank the guys, Spanners, Watson, Frank Guru, Gibbs. Definitely want to thank you guys for throwing the shout out on my channel. We definitely decided, you know what, I don't have enough content on here. So we're going to do something a little different today. And it's just going to be a simple, hot off the shelf competition. Using these vehicles right here. By the way, if you have kids, please maybe hold their ears because I'm going to say things possibly uncouth. Case in point, there's a lot of shit in this room. But anyway, going back to it, we're going to be doing a hot off the shelf. These are all vehicles that, either fortunate or not, are still hanging on your pegs, or in the cases of a few of these guys, sitting in little boxes, and you pay $5.60 for them. It's a little steep. These were all weighed, and right before each race I'm going to have, just a little card basically showing you how much it weighs and the name of the vehicle and so forth like that. Nice and simple. So I guess it's going to do a nice 2-car race each time. Each of these pairs, as you see, they're already paired off. They're just kind of similar cars to each other. Classic GMs, fantasy castings are good on track. 70s cars, classic race cars. Well, the Impala's not classic, but it's been around since 2010, so maybe that counts for something. Supercars, and now Asana Hado is kind of a 240Z, so I guess Japanese classics? Hey, roll with me here. But these are freshly opened cars. There's no graphite done to them. There's not even really broken in, a lot of them. They've been probably open at most, maybe the oldest car is like 3 weeks, maybe a month. I mean, if this guy's still sitting on your shelves, I mean, it is a Matchbox. It's a distinct possibility, but it's kind of unfortunate for your area because he's kind of old. I think he's 2019. For our next portion here, I just want to cover the fact that we start every video off with, a shout out to Slanman Customs. We say in association with, and that's because we use a lot of his products. In this case, start gate, and the timing system that's attached to it. If you look underneath my track, not that you can see it very well, but there's those small little holders, I suppose you would call them, to keep the track in lane. Continue down the track here. This is one of 2 very freshly made 90-degree corners. The second one actually was just installed last night. And it took me like 2 hours to retune the entire track because I ended up offsetting the spiral a little bit, which ended up offsetting down here, which is already nailed in, as you see. Another Slanman product. In this case, these are nice connectors for your Crash Racers track. It allows you to mount them. No more of them moving around because, hey, flex is a loss of speed. And we want things to be as fast as possible. And of course, our last shout out for the Slanman products. You've seen this in every single video if you're familiar with watching our stuff, and that is his timer. And I have, I think, a 2nd generation unit. And this one displays my message, displays elapsed time, and also gives a speed rating. So, the speed's figured out between these 2 sets of beams here whenever the car breaks them. With that all said, all this mindless rambling, let's go ahead and start racing. First off the gate, we got the new FC RX-7 versus the Asana Hado. And like I said, if you were watching, it has a little placard in the beginning of each race that tells you what each vehicle weighs. So we're going to go ahead and launch off, and I mean, we're going to look at speed. We're going to pay attention to whichever car wins. If it wins both times, then obviously the other one's slower. But I mean, we're just demonstrating how fast these cars are straight out of the package. Things for you to look for, perhaps. Off we go. Alright, race number 2 between these. Oof! Ow. Ow, that hurt. So it appears probably jump track on the small hump that actually exists from going over the edge of this small cage. It's kind of a rudimentary tunnel. So let's give that a shot again. Well, that's the thing about Poverty Hollow. It is a game of chance. You never know what you might end up happening. Alright, race number 2. It's the McLaren P1 in that kind of flat stealth gray, and the Alpine A110S. Both these cars are equipped with the new black 10-spoke. Not that the 10-spoke itself is new, but it showing up as black has seemed to be a fairly recent thing. I've been having insanely good luck with this wheel, whatever it's on, appearing to be a pretty fast car. See for yourself. Alright, race 2. A lot of sliding on that one, so not so great on the lapse time or speed.